Welcome back to HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly, real name Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as the R&B King. Today we're diving into a controversial aspect of the R. Kelly case. And that is the impact of leaked phone calls and emails that was done illegally by government prosecutors with the aid of several Bureau of Prisons officers, and whether these leaks should have led to his case being dismissed. Leaks of private communications in a legal case raise major questions around due process, privacy and fair trial rights, especially when high-profile figures like R. Kelly are involved. We're going to break down what these leaks included, why they're significant and the potential legal implications that could have warranted a dismissal of the case against R. Kelly. Now let's dive into the details. R. Kelly was at the time facing intense scrutiny with multiple allegations spanning several years. But during these proceedings, as we may all already know, a series of personal communications from inside prison, including phone calls and emails, were leaked to the public. Some of these were conversations between Kelly and his legal team, and even personal exchanges with his girlfriends then Azriel Clary and Joycelyn Savage. So why is this a problem? In any criminal case, privacy and confidentiality are paramount. Defendants have the right to communicate with their legal team privately, and without the fear that these exchanges will be exposed to the public or used against them. It's a basic right in the U.S. legal system, and one that ensures defendants get a fair chance to defend themselves without interference, bias or fear of retaliation based on leaked information. If those rights are violated, therefore, this can call the integrity of the entire case into question. One of the core principles at play here is attorney-client privilege. This privilege ensures that conversations between an attorney and their client are confidential. If someone intercepts these private communications and releases them to the public, therefore, it could violate the defendant's right to a fair trial. When leaks involve communication that should be privileged, they can be grounds for a case to be thrown out altogether. R. Kelly's defense argued that these leaks had violated his constitutional rights as his private conversations, some potentially containing sensitive details about his defense strategy, were exposed. His attorneys contended that this interference deprived him of a fair and impartial trial, which should have warranted serious consideration by the court. Under the Sixth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, every defendant has the right to a fair trial, which includes the right to effective assistance of counsel, and the right to prepare a defense without undue interference. However, when such leaks occur, it not only threatens these rights but also invites public opinion into the courtroom, a situation which can taint the jury pool and sway the public against the defendant before a verdict is even reached. In high-profile cases like R. Kelly's, the media and the public are already paying close attention, and therefore leaked information can amplify biases. Jurors, despite instructions to avoid media coverage, are still part of the public and can be influenced by widely circulated information, especially if in their opinions it seems to confirm certain narratives which may not necessarily be the case. In this case, the leaks could have led to judicial bias, making it difficult for Kelly to receive a truly impartial trial, and therefore resultantly violating his Sixth Amendment rights. Now let's take a look at some precedents. It is important to note that this isn't the first time leaks have impacted a case like this. In several past high-profile cases, leaked evidence and communications forced judges to declare mistrials and dismiss entire cases altogether. The reasoning is simple. If a defendant can't have private conversations or is worried that anything they say could be leaked, their ability to prepare a robust defense is compromised. For instance, in some cases involving leaked evidence, courts have ruled that it was impossible for the defendant to receive a fair trial after certain details were released publicly. In other situations, such leaks have previously led to lengthy appeals processes or even entire reversals of convictions.
Today is that day.
This legal standard exists to protect defendants by preventing outside influence on their case, and to ensure the judicial process remains fair for everyone involved. For R. Kelly's legal team, the leaks have since become a significant aspect of their defense strategy, and they are right to make this claim, considering the way this information was used was inappropriate for his case. Remember, the leaking of these communications was a joint effort by the government prosecutors, blogger Tasha K, and a number of Bureau of Prisons officers who could not follow their work ethics and maintain neutrality. And worse still, the information was not only leaked to the family of Azriel Clary to arm Twister into flipping and becoming the principal government witness in the New York trial, but was also read out to the public by the famous blogger Tasha K, who is followed by over 1 million Americans. R. Kelly's legal team argued that this exposure of his private communications was an abuse of his rights, and they pushed for these violations to be recognized as grounds for case dismissal. Their argument hinged on the fact that a fair trial was impossible if his private strategies, thoughts and exchanges with his counsel were exposed to the world, and they were right to make these claims. The defense also claimed that the prosecution's access to these leaked communications gave them an unfair advantage over defendant. If there was any indication that the leaks came from someone close to the case, it could further strengthen the argument that R. Kelly's rights were in fact violated. An FBI report which confirms all this has since been kept private and ignored by the justice system to which it was presented. And this has further tainted the U.S. Department of Justice as a possible accomplice in ensuring R. Kelly is locked up for the rest of his life, even if such abuses of his rights are visibly evident. Public reaction to the leaks was strong, with fans and case critics outraged by the unfair conduct of the justice system. We all know by now that the leaks were a breach of legal ethics. In fact, if a celebrity can't receive a fair trial due to leaked communications, it sets a dangerous precedent for others. We believe that everyone deserves the right to a fair trial, regardless of the allegations or the public perception of the accused. But shockingly, all these rights and values were completely ignored by the justice system, and no charges were dropped. It's important to remember that the justice system isn't designed to judge cases in the court of public opinion. Cases are meant to be decided based on evidence and due process, without undue influence from such leaked information that could prejudice the outcome. So what could these leaks mean for future cases? The handling of this situation could set a precedent. If the courts were to dismiss the R. Kelly cases or overturn convictions based on this leaked communications, it would send a strong message to safeguard privacy and the rights of defendants. This could lead to stricter protocols to prevent similar leaks, especially in other high-profile cases. On the other hand, if courts continued to disregard such leaks, it could lead to a slippery slope where private conversations become fair game even when they include privileged information. In that case, defendants, especially those involved in high-profile cases like R. Kelly's, could lose faith in the confidentiality of their own legal strategies, impacting their ability to prepare adequately for trials. It is important to remember that this part of R. Kelly's case isn't only about him. It's in fact largely about the broader principles of privacy, due process, and the integrity of the justice system. Everyone, and not only R. Kelly, has the right to a fair trial, and leaks of private communications undermine that right. If leaks are allowed to interfere with the outcome of a case, it opens the door for potential misuse in future cases. So whether you believe R. Kelly's case should have been dismissed due to these leaks or not, it's a reminder that our justice system is built on certain rights and protections. When those protections are compromised, it raises questions about fairness and justice, not just for celebrities but for everyone. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think the leaked communications should have been grounds for dismissal in R. Kelly's case? Should the justice system take stronger measures to protect privacy in high-profile cases? If you wish to take part in a live interview on this channel discussing any of these topics, let us know by emailing us on sashahnnewsroom@gmail.com for scheduling. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say? To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.